Brian wakes up, yeah, he's ready to roll. Tea in his hand and the gate on his soul. Gets up, Brian, yo, you good for the night? Brian's been editing, grinding all night. John calls Gary, what does he find? Walking with Hathor, love on his mind. Goa'uld queen, but the mission is clear. Stargate stream, yeah, the time is near. Brian stacks a sandwich tower so tall. Fuel for the watch along, he's eating it all. Gary's in the kitchen baking under command. Marriage cake rising, whip in her hand. Now the crew logs in, energy strong. Heat stepping up, we've been waiting so long. The wormhole spin and the vibe feels tight. Sci-Fi Chronicles Stargate tonight.
Good evening, everybody.
Okay, I want a 4K copy of that at my door tomorrow.
I got you. It's a 4K version on John's channel.
Yeah, that is the new intro that has been created by the skills of Brian here. So give him an applause in the chat.
A little bit of Illustrator, a little bit of After Effects, a little bit of AI, a little bit of Vegas,
a little bit of wish fulfillment.
Wish fulfillment. I made us look much more attractive.
I was going to say that first shot of you, Brian. It's like, what are you, Henry Cavill? It's like, what was up with that?
Look, I could have made us all like old fat guys, or I could have given us decent bodies. I chose the latter.
I just love the fact that, you know, with Gary with his top off, he just gave him the Hathor pouch as well.
Yeah, he has the Hathor pouch. He's being whipped.
She wouldn't have anything to do with me otherwise, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what's funny? I took all of our faces and I drew over them with the bamboo pad. But the problem is, so I have John's face and my face, obviously in high resolution, but I only have Gary from this stream. So I had to take liberties with your face to try to get you in
that's
the best illustration.
That's
it's magic.
I appreciate the effort. I really appreciate the results. And no, I'm perfectly good with it all.
And you know me, like if I have to rap, if we're gonna put an intro, I have to rap in the intro. That's just If you watch any of my other channels, all my intros are me rapping. Yeah. It's funny because I was working on the documentary and I was waiting for something to render. And while I was waiting for something to render, I can use my audio program. And I'm just messing around. I wasn't even like creating anything. I was just playing around with beats. And all of a sudden, this really cool beat comes up where it's like a guitar. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, I should make an intro. All of a sudden, the documentary completely went to the wayside. Next thing you know, I'm writing a whole rap for us. Next thing you know, I'm drawing our faces. I'm animating everything in After Effects. 7 hours later, I'm like,
on the thumbnail now, you need to start using our buff animated versions instead of our unbuff human versions.
Absolutely. And you know full well that there's a Mixed Tees t-shirt coming at some point in the future.
100% with our faces on it. I actually already started working on that. No joke.
I knew it.
There's going to be a Sci-Fi Chronicles.
You know,
our faces lined up.
There has to be a shirt with me and Hathor, only so that I can see how much it outsells the John shirt and the Brian shirt.
There's definitely a Hathor shirt coming. I had more fun animating Hathor than I did any of you guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. He's like, I better lock the door for this one. So welcome everybody to, again, Stargate SG-1 watch party. It's great because we're going to be starting season 3 tonight, episodes 1 and 2, so it's the conclusion to the season 2 finale to start with tonight. If you're here for the first time, just want to set out the rules and how we do things. So at the top of the chat, there's a link to click into Discord. That's where we're watching the episodes of Stargate SG-1. Feel free to jump in with us. You can watch in there, and then we all comment along in the live chat. So don't be shy. We're a friendly bunch here. Come in and say what you want to say. You'll find a timer on screen as well. So when we start the episodes, Brian gives me a countdown of 3, 2, 1. I set the timer, and then that syncs with the episode. So if you don't want to watch it in Discord, you can sync up your Amazon Prime membership, or you can put your box set in your Blu-ray player and just follow along with the timer. So that's how it works. And
Hathor
what we
gives
do,
me a countdown all the time too, John. I just wanted to.
yeah. You know, well, you're just going to be watching the intro flipping non-stop now, mate. You know.
Yeah, I'm going to be. You're going to say, "Hey, Gary, rate the episode." I'll go, "John, I wasn't watching the episode. I was watching the intro for the last hour."
So and then what we do at the end of each episode is we give it a score out of 10. So that's what we do. That's what we're going to do tonight. So Brian, when you're ready, just let me know.
I'm ready.
Yep.
This is Stargate SG-1, Season 3, Episode 1, Into the Fire.
Hey.
In 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Good to be back.
It is, yeah.
Oh. You can't beat SG-1.
In 2077, they'd be celebrating the 100th anniversary of Saturday Night Fever.
Bless. So do we think it's going to kick off tonight in this one?
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they did like a cliffhanger for the season finale. Yeah. I know they knew they had the other season, but like it's okay to have a little cliffhanger, you know, but like the story should have concluded in my opinion. Imagine if we had to wait like a year to see the conclusion of this. We would have been mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, do you remember how long we had to wait back in the day for the Best of Both Worlds Part 2 on Next Gen?
Oh, not fair.
Yeah. But I think for me, and we said this last time, I think the first part is probably the weakest season finale out of the whole SG-1 run.
I agree.
I would say.
Oh, my queen.
That is a wig, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a wig.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Although she does have red hair.
I'm going to go ahead and rate this. I'm going to go ahead and rate this now, if that's all right. I don't need to watch the episode to rate this.
This is the season where Daniel starts to get a little more buff.
Yeah. Yeah, he starts working out.
He starts to get the undercut.
He won't be as buff as my animated avatar.
I don't know about that, bro. He ends up getting real buff.
Yeah.
Like superhero buff.
Did anyone notice when Gary's walking along the beach that it looked like the city of Atlantis in the background as well?
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to add in those little things for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that throughout the week. I'm sure I'll notice extra things like that.
There's a little Goa'uld snake hidden in the kitchen scene, by the way.
Crafty. Yeah, it's not good. Hey, good to see you. Yeah. That's a hell of a wait, isn't it, eh?
It flew by, though.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm curious, and this is not really a spoiler. At what season, if any, do they alter or change the graphics on the opening here? Like with different scenes?
Subtle changes in season 4 with the introduction of Jonas Quinn.
Yeah.
And then similar but more dramatic changes by season 6, I think.
Yeah.
And then definitely by season 8, like the intro completely changes.
Yeah.
with Ben Browder and Claudia Black.
Oh, Claudia Black.
Claudia Black. She looks great in those seasons. My goodness.
Oh, she does. Blimey.
There's an episode where she's wearing like a farmer's girl outfit. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I can't
this
forget
shouldn't
that.
be on network television. They were straight up Daisy Dukes.
Oh, I love Hammond. They did. We're going after them, boys.
Love Hammond.
Many Bothans died to bring us this information.
Exactly.
Except for you, you're fired.
Yeah. He's a great character in Stargate as well.
Yeah.
He holds people's feet to the fire, doesn't he, on stuff?
Yeah. And it doesn't seem disrespectful ever. Like he's like the counterbalance, but it works. Yeah. Unlike other counterbalance.
Oh, there we go. I was wondering where
they're assholes.
Yeah.
I was wondering
he's
when
like
the sweater vest guy would show up.
Yeah. He's like the Riker to Picard, really. He's like pointing out all the options.
Oh, does he
say, no, this isn't good?
Does he not know how to sit in a chair properly either?
Yeah.
Unlike Riker, he actually turns around and backs into the chair.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank goodness Data wasn't human. He keeps seeing Riker's groin for about 7 seasons, didn't he? Oh, that's bad.
See, if the helmsman and navigator on the Enterprise had been female, he'd be doing that Riker maneuver a lot slower. It would have taken him about an extra 30 seconds to get in the chair.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny in hindsight that his Riker maneuver is so ridiculous. It's not even like more efficient. It's actually less efficient.
I can't believe we're talking about this on a Stargate season premiere, but the thing about it is that always seemed to be like somewhat like disrespectful to go into the captain's thing and sit in a chair like that. It's like, dude, what are you doing? That always, it just visually, it struck me as weird.
Yeah. I didn't really like it.
This on the other hand does not strike me as weird at all.
Look at old beefcake Jim guy in the background. Look, still waiting to get it on with Hathor.
He's all buffed out.
Yeah,
with his pouch already.
They clearly hired him. Hathor's been to Goa'uld's gym.
His pouch is moist.
Oh, no glasses now.
Yeah. Yeah, SGC can't forget it.
Daniel reminds me, or I guess it should be the other way around, but Fitz reminds me of a Daniel a little bit, like the slow transformation from like the sort of hyper nerd, allergic to everything kind of guy, geek, to like a superhero agent.
When she asked him if he remembers, Daniel should have said, "Well, they're still scrubbing down the base."
Yeah, yeah, he got a lot of baby Goa'ulds. That's probably his son.
That's a great effect.
It is good, isn't it?
Great effect.
Yeah. Oh,
that was a little
Daniel's
weird.
Like, oh.
I love being back in Canada.
Yeah.
It's very reassuring to me by this point in the series.
Yeah. Look at this, look. New tech. They're scanning. He's very much like Worf at times, Teal'c, where he's gone off to like some monastery somewhere to do,
right,
you know, Kauno Reem or something.
That's right. Some arcane ritual.
Ooh.
I told them not to use this room for parties anymore.
Yeah. Wife's got another man in there.
Yet another one.
My other best friend? Really?
My accountant?
Braytac.
Yeah. She got physical.
She heard his body talk.
Yeah. I'm just pleased any episode that has Braytac back in it.
I do like Braytac.
Yeah. And this is the problem with the Goa'uld, isn't it? The Jafar don't think that they can survive without having a Goa'uld leading them, or someone else will take the place of the previous Goa'uld.
Interesting. I don't know. I guess I don't remember how the hierarchy works.
So you got, as in what, like, system lords. Good old Pac-Man's still there, isn't he?
Yep.
Exactly, Lord Foff. Yeah, 100%, mate. But I always felt as well the nearest Goa'uld system lord takes the nearest planet where a Goa'uld falls.
Look at that buff guy. I like how she tweaks his nipple before she goes in for the kill.
Gary's like, oh,
here we go.
Redo the intro.
I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous.
Hello,
at all.
Hathor.
No, I'm not.
When I get savvy with it, I'm going to add your head to that guy in the background, Gary.
Hathor made you make the marriage cake, so
Yeah.
this is the first and last time he's infected by a Goa'uld. I guarantee you that. Thank you, Thoth.
Yeah.
Daniel seems kind of curiously stoic about everything that's going on. I regret nothing.
Yeah, cue the Fortunate Son playback.
You see Pet Guy running off there. Look.
Yeah.
It's time for his body wax.
They're show muscles. They're not actually meant for fighting.
It's time for his waxing.
He's going off to Mr. Universe. He's got oil up.
Oh, that's what. By the way, this is why she shot him with the Zat. Because she's the Tok'ra.
Yep.
Oh, she's helping him. That's great.
You know your Stargate, Lord Foff. All respect to you, mate.
Oh, I just realized Lord Toth is actually a system lord. I forget.
Yeah.
That's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
Lord Toth.
Yeah.
Lord Toth, I think I'm going to have to add you to the intro.
Yeah. His eyes flash during the brain show on Saturdays. Oh.
See, this is the biggest difference. One of the biggest differences between Stargate and Star Wars is that here the soldiers actually hit what they're shooting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. Because they're not stormtroopers, they're American
That's
soldiers.
right.
They were actually trained. One thing about American soldiers is like, and I know I spent a lot of time with a lot of them, and I never felt this way. Like, I'll die for my country, but I would definitely prefer to make someone else die for theirs. But dude, I fought with people that were like super gung ho. I was like, can we get this done so I can go back home and watch Stargate? And they were like, I want to serve my country. I was like, oh, it's awesome. I love America too, but these guys really loved America.
Yeah, they drew first blood.
Yeah. I remember I was sitting in the back of a 5-ton truck with this guy who was literally massaging his M16. Like,
yeah, that's worrying.
What is
rubbing it down? I'm like, what's going on with you, bro? He's so serious.
That would scare me. I would be jumping out of the truck at that point.
Bro,
I think.
He wouldn't smile at me. He wouldn't engage. I was like, "You okay?" He's like, eyes front, soldier. I'm like, I outrank you. Calm down, bro.
Yeah, mate, this isn't Universal Soldier. You can relax.
Relax, bro. We're in American fort. Like we're training. This isn't Iraq.
Yeah.
Why would she give herself away?
So spy time for O'Neill. Because he's not quite. Because she's frozen him to try and kill the Goa'ulds. So she's trying to buy time.
Interesting how so we know now the Goa'uld can't survive the cryogenics.
Yeah.
That's something we should remember in the future.
Yeah.
Although it's Stargate, they'll probably forget that.
Yeah. Lord Foff, I worry about the guy that was with Brian probably later on. He had a necklace full of ears.
Yeah. You were a major. I was only ever a sergeant, but this guy was like an E4, and he was so serious, bro.
Blimey.
There was a lot of guys like I knew that. They're like just exactly that way. I'm convinced that some American soldiers, if they had not joined the military, would just been serial killers, like or gang members or something, you know?
Yeah. I love this. I love TLK.
False God. Dead false God. Yeah, that's gangster. Not for long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not so bold now, huh, Chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're backing up.
Yeah.
Your tongue isn't as sharp all of a sudden, is it?
Yeah. Cut to Chick inserting a
Goa'uld
didn't even
speak a word. He just single-handedly beat the crap out of her guards.
Yeah.
Is this, Brian, you said, I remember it was like a few weeks back, you said something like, you know, it took you thought it took a couple seasons for Christopher Judge to really kind of like click into the role. Is this kind of where that starts happening?
Yeah, this is what I say about season 3. It's not my favorite season, but it's like probably the most consequential Roman road style building of the franchise. The characters really come into their own. They become comfortable. RDA has always been a good actor, but he really he bleeds and breathes Jack O'Neill. And every one of these characters, they become characters, not actors playing characters. They really become their characters this season.
And the season finale of season 3 is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
it really,
it's like my number 2 after.
Folks, we're not even halfway through the first
City.
episode, and he's already trying to spoil the finale. Oh boy!
But this is why I love SG-1. You get episodes like this, pure action. It's just so good.
By the way, Lord Toth, I really wish I had joined the Air Force and not the Army. I only joined the Army because
why wouldn't
sign-on bonus was better?
Why wouldn't SG-1 have sent more soldiers for this?
Well, they were volunteers, remember?
Yeah, I've always looked at the SGC too as like they don't have an unlimited amount of soldiers because how many of them have to have security clearances?
Exactly,
probably the best kept secret in the world.
Yeah,
it's like the Men in Black. You know, what I mean, you're not going to bring everyone into it.
No,
you're not going to have Sergeant Brian over there joining the SGC.
It's just
although I did have security clearance.
That's actually an awesome.
It's good, isn't it?
Setup to where it's like this.
Yeah, Lord Toth, I should have joined the Air Force. I remember I was in basic and I was like running in 30 pounds of gear, and I looked to my left and there's like a group of attractive women in Air Force uniforms, like PT uniforms, surround 7 women and like 1 dude, and they're just casually walking, and I'm like, what do they do wrong here?
Yeah.
I'm with a bunch of sweaty guys wearing.
Kind of self-evident.
Made a mistake. I should have joined the Air Force. Especially since I had a degree in computer science, I should have joined the Air Force.
Yeah. You imagine us, right, as SG-47, the 3 of us, going in, and we're being shot at by those turrets. Brian's got his big burger, and me and Gary have got donuts as we're just running towards them.
Yeah. Brian is like carrying.
I'm like trying to keep my drink steady.
Running along, make sure he doesn't drop.
I drop my weapon to keep my drink steady.
I drop my ho-ho. Hang on.
The final act I do is I hit the floor as I just take a bite out of my donut. One last act.
Oh! Oh no, my combo burrito.
Oh.
I like that the Goa'uld technology feels almost organic and like not perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
And again,
so different than the Stargate. It's almost like they're hinting at how different it was and that they stole technology before they even revealed it.
They're like, what with them being parasites?
Right. Technically symbiotes. But
okay, Daniel, make yourself useful.
Yeah. I do love these Tok'ra tunnels, though. They look great.
Yeah, I like the organic idea of the Tok'ra tunnels.
Yeah.
Tok'ra tunnels.
Crystals. See, even Hammond looks jacked there, doesn't he? Look.
He does look a little jacked, yeah.
Yeah.
He was working out in season 3 and 4. Hammond was I remember the MySpace for this showing him in the gym with RDA. Yeah. Like they were pumping. They were going for the distance in season 3. Like this was like their real. This is also when they also started talking at Sci-Fi Channel, and they had like they knew they had a long horizon. It wasn't just a 4-season show.
Yeah.
When Hammond
we see a lot more of Gary too going forward.
Well, when Hammond there said, when are they due? I thought the other guy was going to come up and he says, well, they said 20 minutes or the pizza's free, sir.
Yeah.
See, that's really cool.
Yeah.
because
tech,
that
science.
that would technically amplify the signal.
Yeah,
because it's like grounding an antenna.
Yeah.
The energy field is going through the ground, literally.
So this is it. Because like, so
hey guys,
now,
there's about 10 people watching right now. Do me a favor and like this stream. And if you are wondering where to watch this, you can either sync up your own streaming service for episode 1, season 3 of SG-1, or go to the Discord. It's in the pinned comment, and we're streaming it there.
Yeah, pinned at the top of the chat.
See again. So there's the bulk of the SG teams that are out there now. So this is the debate.
I really like the Major because he's able to somehow be respectful. Like, but other people in this position were disrespectful, right?
From a tactical perspective, he's bang on this. You know, he's like, well, we don't leave people behind, but we've got to have a decent possibility of success, and we clearly don't have that at the moment.
Yeah, it can't be a suicide mission just based on like loyalty.
Yeah.
Although some of the people I worked with, they wouldn't have given a crap.
They would have just run to those turrets.
They would have ran into the turrets.
Start chewing the turrets, fighting them.
Yeah, they're hitting you with their fists. They would have been throwing their bodies at energy shields.
Give me a pouch, Hathor. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Private Jerry, stop. You're just hurting yourself.
Yeah. He's taken 4 stat hits.
How are you still standing?
Daniel's
Jerry?
like, Daniel's like, what end do I hold?
Yeah.
Has Daniel actually said anything in this entire episode?
Not much.
I asked that non-sarcastically because I don't actually remember him saying anything.
I do like as you go forward now, you do get a lot more what they did with Next Generation with Michael Piller. You started getting like a Teal'c episode, a Daniel episode, a Carter episode.
Yeah. Like I said, season 3 is Roman Roads, bro.
Yeah.
It's like the Roman Roads season. I think every long franchise needs one good season that just sets everything up. And often it's like usually the second season, but in SG-1, I think it took a couple seasons for people to get really attracted to everything. And season 3 becomes that season. And the Roman Roads season of franchise is never the best season, but it's one of the most important seasons. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that was probably season 4. Probably season 2, actually. It's never the first season that does that, though. For a long-running franchise, it's never. Yeah. Supernatural took 4-5 seasons before it was a cult classic, effectively.
Oh. Well, you know my feelings on Supernatural at the moment and how far I've gone on that.
I know where you're at right now on it, too. That's that heartbreaking scene with Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Cass sort of replaces him as the tripod. It's a beautiful season.
Yeah. Shut your mouth, woman.
She's only loud because she's far away.
Yeah.
Get closer and yell that, bro.
She starts backing off as he gets closer.
She stops talking real quick.
It's like a fight at school. Yeah, come on then. Come on.
She's like 15 feet away. Shova.
Now, Gary, Gary, there is a badass moment coming up in this episode. I'm not going to say what, but you'll know when we get there. You'll be able to shout it out.
Jaffa Creek! You know, Judge was pumping himself up in the mirror before this scene. Right?
Oh yeah,
he was like,
just got the pump going before the episode.
Yeah. He nails it though.
He does.
I love that Earth is the Tari and not Earth.
Yeah.
Like other science fiction shows, they just call Earth Earth because they don't think the audience is smart enough to know who they're talking about consistently.
The only other time I've ever heard it is in Next Generation in Best of Both Worlds, where Worf says the Terran system,
right? When
the Borg cube is heading it. But other than that, you're right. It's not.
I think Tilt should say something like, I'm tired of you candy ass wimps.
Candy ass mother.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these goddamn snakes on this goddamn. he gets all Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. Kuya. Yeah, prepare yourselves, everybody.
Yeah, Chris is the fourth best actor. Yeah. Gangster,
yeah, bro. Come on.
That's awesome.
Hammond of Texas.
He couldn't send the whole team, so he came himself. What a gangster.
It's just leads by example all the time.
Yeah.
I
think the best actor on the team is RDA by far. He's also the most seasoned.
I just want you guys to know it's been like about 15 minutes. I'm going into Hathor withdrawal. What's going on in this episode? What is the deal here?
You're starting to touch the imaginary pouch right now, aren't you?
He's rubbing it.
You'll never know.
Oh, Hathor.
Yeah. Lord Pop, 100%.
Samantha needs to remember this, by the way. The Togru just explained exactly how to kill the Goa'uld when they infect someone.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can't handle the cold, just like the Gorn in Strange New Worlds.
So
why did you have to bring
Daniel
that up?
finds Shara,
sorry, I can't handle it, bro. That episode where that guy dies when he is the one crew member who can survive freezing temperatures, and they established beforehand that the Gorn can't.
Yeah. It's mad.
And he still kills himself. Such bad writing, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, Gary, you were saying?
No, I was going to say, so if Daniel finds Shara, just stick her in the freezer for a while. And she'll be fine.
Yep.
No, yeah, you're right, Lord Todd. They're not. I'm just saying they established early in that season that they can't handle the cold. But the 100%. Engineer could.
Okay, here's a question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jack, what are you doing? Yeah. How dare you?
All that's Jack's holding up is just Hathor's wig.
So here's a question. When they killed the Goa'uld and Jack by that method, is it still in him but dead, or does it like come out of him?
No, the body breaks it down like any foreign body.
Yeah.
Like if you had a tapeworm in your stomach and it died, your body would slowly break it down.
Okay. All right.
Same with like ringworm, any kind of parasite. Like when it dies in your body because of meds or whatever you take, your body breaks it down slowly over time.
Poor old Jack, imagine him though, like looking in a toilet bowl when he's got a
I'm expecting this episode to end with Jack saying, "Okay, if you need me, I'll be in the bathroom for about 5 hours."
He's like, oh, this snake.
T-Hawk, give me a hand. This won't flush.
O'Neill, this is disgusting.
So you get it all on this channel, everybody. You get toilet jokes, the works, you know.
These talk are pretty tough.
I like how they leave it open-ended as to whether or not this Tok'ra survives.
Yeah.
I like that. Because she's been living for a long time now.
I don't.
So if she just all of a sudden died, it would be super convenient.
I don't like it when they just kind of open a door and then close it off just as quickly. I don't like that all the time.
Yeah.
And that actress is actually a really good actress.
I've seen her in lots of other things, but
yeah, she was in CSI. She was in Travelers, another Brad Wright show.
Okay.
This is great.
This is awesome. 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I almost kind of want to see Hammond still wearing his white cloak. That would be kind of cool.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yep. By the way, this is the most important ship in the show.
Yeah.
John, this is the most important ship in the show. This ship goes another 4 seasons. And
it does.
And it effectively saves like the whole universe. Like, and I don't want to spoil anything, but like this ship is the most important ship in all of Stargate canon.
Yeah.
And I like how they're setting it up now in season 3.
If this had been a lesser show done by less talented people, the 3 of them would have done like a jumping high five, and it would have freeze framed.
Well,
that would have been the final shot of the episode.
Well, if this was written by the people that did Strange New Worlds, they would be doing a dance number right now.
Yeah,
in the episode.
The Goa'uld would be doing. They'd be K-pop dancers.
Yeah.
Talk about taking the teeth out. You want to take the teeth out of your villain? Have them dance a K-pop song. Jeez.
Oh dear gosh.
I don't take you seriously after that.
That's going to the Hague for crimes against humanity. That is.
I like how Jack just like oh, what this?
Yeah.
Well, that's the point where because
that's the exact place where the switch is for the roof. It makes complete sense.
Relatively speaking, I was also thinking, relatively speaking, that's the exact spot where he was pinned against the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a minute after this episode to go get my tri-tip steak.
Yeah.
Oh, be quiet.
Supplies.
Serious. It's right now. It's resting.
It's what the fans voted for.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
In the poll.
Over 15 people voted for tri-tip steak. I can't let them down.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they didn't vote for it.
Why don't you do a poll?
Sensible salad.
Why don't you do a poll to see what people can vote on the food that can be delivered to me?
Yeah.
During one of these watch-alongs.
Well, you'd have to talk to Brian about it because, with his sponsors and whether they'd allow another delivery.
Well,
I don't know, man. Yeah, Taco Bell might not be cool with that. My sister was watching one of our shows and she was like, are you actually sponsored by Taco Bell? I'm like, no, it's a joke. She goes, I don't know. I'm like, why would they sponsor a small channel? He goes, well, maybe we're sponsoring your big channel. I'm like, no, Taco Bell's not sponsoring us. You need like a million subs before they even talk to you.
What's your sister think about the show?
Well, she loves SG-1, so.
No, this show. Our show.
She says we talk too much.
Oh, okay.
But that's the whole point. So
yeah. Otherwise you just watch the show by yourself.
Why don't you just watch the show? You don't need that.
That was rather deflating.
I mean, to be fair, though, she thinks I talk too much on my talk show. Okay.
Yeah.
She watched the 2 weeks ago Brain, and she goes, "Oh, I like Johnny's new co-host. You should talk less." I'm like, okay.
Seasons RDA is. I mean, this is not me personally, but RDA is like total, like, what they call like Silver Fox now. I mean, he's really kind of rocking the whole.
He just said Java Cree. I love it.
Yeah. Kreetak. So he's pretending to be a Goa'uld. You're about to be disappointed.
She's
mate.
a Hathor sickle right now. She is an ex-Hathor.
Yeah.
Where it's like, great rescue, guys. Great rescue.
Oh, this is great. This is one of my high five moments.
Observe. It's like that scene where it's like, bear witness.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Oh, look at that. Shit.
Come on, Sam. Don't warn him and then start shooting. Just start shooting. Oh,
yeah.
goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, that's not the ship I thought it was. When do they get to the cargo ship?
That is later in this season, I believe.
It's in this season, though, right? Yeah. So that's not the ship I was talking about.
But this is interesting because until you get into really season 8 in Atlantis, this is the only ship you see that goes through the gate.
Yep, this is the only ship that can thread the needle.
That shot of Hammond yelling,
I can puddle jump.
The shot of Hammond yelling "Yeehaw!" They need to drop that into the opening credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only ship that can do that. That's the first time we've seen that kind of ship.
Well, because the ship, I mean, the shape is perfect for going through a Stargate.
Yeah, just like the puddle jumpers in Atlantis. Almost like it was designed for that purpose.
Yeah, puddle jumpers. I love those puddle jumpers.
Yeah, so good. Perfect name. Whoever wrote that is a genius. I bet you they got the idea from this ship, though. I bet you.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Wow.
It is.
So,
I want to give you my opinion real quick before I go get my meat. First off, love the episode. Love the conclusion. Jack was great. And can't wait for the next episode. I got to go and get my meat ready.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'll be right back.
Whatever.
He's killing a wild boar, everybody, off cam.
That's right. He should come back on camera covered in
blood, just holding up a wild boar
with war tattoos on him.
Yeah, I've seen things, terrible things. So, Gary, what do you think about that episode, and what do you give it a score?
Considering for a two-parter that began as a clip show, this was, I think, one of the few times where. And one of the few times where the second part was much better than the first part.
Yeah.
something Star Trek can never get right, because their setups were always the conclusions were never as good as the setups.
Yes.
But this was very good. Nowhere near enough Hathor. And if this is the last we see of her, then this is a dark day, indeed. And great effects, the ship coming through the gate. Richard Dean Anderson was great. No, very strong. I'll give this an 8. Sure, yeah, for sure, absolutely.
I'll give it an 8 as well. I do love it. I agree that the second part is so much better than the first part. As I said earlier, I think the cliffhanger for the end of season 2 finale is probably the weakest out of all the finales for SG-1. And I love you've got the wonderful Hammond moments. You've got Braytak back in there, Teok on form. You've got Richard Dean Anderson and Neil just playing a great performance again. Daniel didn't really have much to do in this episode, as you were sort of saying. Carter's involved. It's a great action-packed episode for me, and yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. I will say, Gary, and I know Juliet's asked the question as well.
Yes,
is this the last time we see Hathor? I'm sorry to tell you that it is the last time we see Hathor.
All right, let me go get my black armband.
Yeah,
this is indeed a dark day.
Yeah. So he's gonna make some marriage cake.
I'm gonna have to watch the intro every day now in order to kind of get my Hathor fix. But I think the problem for me with part 1 is not, all the clips, but it doesn't. You don't know. There's no indication of like what it's building toward. They're just kind of meandering. It's like, are they out of time? Are they not? Are they, being scammed? Are they not? But it's just kind of it doesn't build anything. And then the surprise appearance of Hathor, which the rest of part 1 wasn't building toward. It wasn't like the inevitable reveal that we were given clues on. It was just, okay, meandering around. They're in an interesting situation, but we don't know where it's going. And then all of a sudden, boom, Hathor, then to be continued. So there was no story momentum to the first one in order to that was building to anything. This one starts where we know what the stakes are, and everybody is working toward the resolution from different points, different ways of doing it. So, it's odd that such a strong second part would be kind of welded to kind of such a kind of meandering first part. But credit to them.
Yeah. So it starts the season off strong. Lord Foth gives it a 7.5 out of 10. Good score. Juliet gives it a 7 out of 10.
I give Hathor a 9.5 though. I have to say.
Well, that's low for you.
Yeah.
Normally it's a lot higher.
Well, I don't want to be cliche and just say it's a 10, but I really actually think it's a 10. Yeah. But I can't really say that. I've got to kind of seem professional here.
Yeah, and Lord Foss says, she's amazing who plays Hathor, and I would love one day to actually get her on the channel if that was ever a possibility. It'd be an absolute joy.
Wait for my birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
Tie it in like something like that, please.
Like jumping out of a cake for Gary.
Only if it takes place right here.
And
I don't mean on the stream. I mean like right here.
Yeah, and Brian will be back soon.
She was just literally. She was a really good actress.
Oh, very good. And she's.
It was. Of course, the incredibly distracting, beauty of her. But no, she could do. Menace and everything, and she really sold it.
Yeah,
it's like So nice job.
I think while Brian's getting his
Lord Toss, really. John, she has a YouTube channel. All right, I gotta go.
Well, we'll discuss that.
Enjoy the next episode, John, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Gary is now leaving the Stargate watch parties because he's busy on Sunday nights now. Brian's just brought back his wild boar So
look at that perfect meat.
What is that? All that's left?
Yeah, it's all that's left
please,
of that.
I got 5 pounds of this, bro.
Savage.
It's all that's left of Bigfoot that he caught out the back of his property. Right. As we were saying earlier, thanks everybody for watching. We're about to do the second episode of the night, but please like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying it. It really helps us. We have a lot of fun doing these every single week, so please do that. It helps us get a bit of a boost.
And also, if you get a chance, you enjoy the show, just drop a quick comment in the stream, like saying, "Hey, good show," whatever, because the engagement, it's all about on YouTube now. It's all about engagement, and engagement can even be like a very super quick comment. It doesn't need to be a paragraph, although we'd love that because I love reading YouTube comments. But no, you just also just throw in a quick
and also, just for everybody as well, if you haven't seen it, when you go to the video, and there's a new section called hype at the top, which is where you've got the like buttons as well. For smaller channels, it helps boost the channel a bit more. So if you could press that, it doesn't cost you anything. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. But we're going to do episode 2. Brian, is preparing his wild animal in phases. You just see him rip a leg off any minute now. Just wild animal,
Brian, you would have worked really well. You would have got on really well, like in the 13th century, in one of those like castles where they're drinking mead and
I would have
eating wild boar, every night. You would have done well there.
Yeah,
100% agree with you. Yeah. my entire diet is pretty much medieval.
Yeah, he's going Captain Caveman at some point. Unga bunga.
All right, you guys ready for episode 2?
Brian will be dropping his mead recipe in the in the chat after the show.
Honey mead.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Just to set out the rules for everybody again for episode 2, if you've just joined us. So again, the timer's below. So there's also a link at the top of the YouTube chat, so you can click into Discord where we're watching the episodes together. If you don't want to do that, what you can do is watch it on your own streaming device with Amazon Prime, or if you've got the box set, put it in your DVD or Blu-ray player, and you can just sync it up to the timer on the screen that we start when we start the episode. So with that said, Brian will give me the countdown, I'll start the timer, and we'll get on to the second episode.
Here we go. This is Stargate SG-1 season 3 episode 2, Seth. 3, 2, 1.
And we're off.
Or you can be like me and get your Blu-ray set and then not be allowed to use it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's lovely, Lord Foff. She's a really nice person. I've seen some interviews with her. Hey. She does. Yeah, not too far from me. So with me not going stalking, I might have to check it out one day. Locate Hathor.
I love that hologram tech. That's how
it's cool.
Our current hologram tech works the same way.
Yeah. That's quality. System Lords. They didn't mention that in season 1, 2. So that's the first time season 3.
Roman roads, man.
Yep.
Sutek.
Yeah.
Look in the dog kennels. He's sitting on top of a box.
A police box.
If John, I swear, if a big CGI dog shows up in this episode, you and I are going to have words.
Yeah.
You and I are going to have to talk.
Yeah. Well, I think you'll be okay, mate, because the difference between that show and this one is these are very talented writers.
Ah, okay, very good. No hacks involved. Okay.
But yeah, again, I said this in season 2.
Hacks involved.
Yeah. And I said this in season 2, and I'm going to catch you up of it now. Again, another Goa'uld that is still on Earth.
Yeah.
So how many are there still on Earth?
I mean, it makes sense, right? As long as they have access to like sarcophagus, they can live for hundreds and hundreds of years.
And they can blend in.
Yeah. I just ate over 1.5 pounds of meat. I'm getting really tired all of a sudden.
You can have an alien moment. If you see a little bit of meat suddenly scuttle across Brian's desk. I think this is the one where Teal'c does his joke about the Jafar for Seth.
Well, that's not going to give you a current street and address, Daniel. I don't think even Daniel's that good.
He lives just off of Baskin Robbins.
Yes. I just translated this ancient glyph. He's at 1245.
Yeah, lives next door to Sarah Connor.
That's right. I like the fact that he says it's beginning to irritate me. That was funny.
Gotta love Salmac. I used to love websites when they used to be like that, like early web pages.
Yeah.
It is this one.
Oh, poor Teal.
He's going back to his planet now.
It's the last time he tells a joke, bro.
Yeah.
I guess that's why you know, a Jaffa joke book wasn't part of the Stargate merch.
Yeah. Stonehenge. Setting it up way in advance.
Stones of blood.
Yeah.
Got him. Finally, Daniel has something to do.
Daniel's using a lot of words to make up for using like 3 of the last episode.
And interestingly, he's the head of a cult, and the men are castrated as well.
Yeah, it looks like Ron Moore.
Yeah.
I like how, like, Daniel found him. The Tok'ra lost him in ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Daniel did some homework for a couple days and found the guy in modern times.
Yeah.
Pretty gangster. I like how they showed the process too. It wasn't like, like Discovery would have, you know, Strange New Worlds would have just been like, we found him in Seattle.
So basically the hero of this episode is Google.
Yeah. This is early. This is before Google.
He didn't even use Google. He was using like archive
school.
No, I know. And plus he was using like
Internet Explorer.
Classified stuff.
Prodigy.
But
just nuke the place.
But again, you know, you're talking about what's going on today, and even back then they were writing an episode about cults and cult leaders, and you know that, which is just as relevant today as it, if not more so than it was back then.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hassan is a Goa'uld.
Yeah, he's probably a dumb one.
A dumb one. Yeah, he's not smart enough to be a system lord. He's a low-level Goa'uld.
Just a janitor. Goa'uld janitor.
He's a Goa'uld janitor, yeah.
I like Jacob in this one as well, because he's he's like O'Neill in it. He basically has a bit of sarcasm about him as well.
Right, yeah.
where he's talking to ATF.
I know this is like the magic of filming, but I'm always amazed by the fact that it's clear that it's raining when they're filming it, but you can't see that when we're watching it. You know what I mean?
Where's this filmed, do you reckon?
This is somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah.
This isn't in Canada. I
was going to say, I've not been to Canada. Exactly. I was like...
Yeah. There's not enough trees. This is somewhere in the Midwest. Coincidentally, it looks exactly like wherever they filmed that Supernatural episode that had Michael Shanks in it. It has the same exact setting. Like the pillars when they drove in, it looks exactly like that episode.
Yeah.
Which is coincidentally the Michael Shanks episode. And it might be same place.
You might be right on that. It also reminds me of that creepy X-Files episode, Home. You know, the one where they go with the interbreeding family. Terrifying.
The I think it's somewhere in like Kansas or something.
Yeah, they aired it once, didn't they? And they didn't put it on TV again for a while.
I don't think they include, like when they saw it to other countries and stuff. I don't know. I don't think it aired in the UK for a long time.
No, it was a bit later. We got it in the UK.
Another reason to buy physical media, because these streaming services, like they bow to pressure and just delete entire episodes from existence.
Yeah.
You know, there's over 15 episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia that are just gone. Like if you didn't have them on box set, you're never going to see them again.
Yeah.
It's madness.
Well, unless you
know, I bought Final Space season 1. And the second they lost the license, I lost my privilege to watch it, which makes no sense to me.
I'm still holding out for Fall Guy for all the seasons to be released, because they only ever released season 1 and 2 on DVD. And it's a rights issue, I think. You cannot get the remaining seasons of Fall Guy anywhere else. Yeah, so annoying.
That's the same with a couple of TV shows I want to watch, like Undateable. The lost season of Sliders.
Yeah.
I actually had to get the Fall Guy run from like somebody like on Etsy who had the whole thing on a flash drive, and I just bought it that way.
Yeah. I might have to do that as well.
That's a good business model. Just selling digital copies.
Yeah.
They just lied about being ATF, and then they were actually talking to someone at the ATF.
Yeah. Got a nice little motorhome in the background there.
Reminds me of Fitz Mobile Home.
Yes.
You know what I love about them being classified? Look they're not wearing any patches, any identifiers whatsoever.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep comparing this, but like Star Trek Discovery, Section 31 had very obvious Section 31 badges.
Yeah.
This is how you do covert, you guys.
I hate that with a passion. Section 31 was one person in DS9, pretty much.
Yep.
And in Enterprise, it was pretty much one or a few people.
I like when they sort of folded 31 into like the time you know, in Voyager,
like that Voyager episode. Yeah
that was cool. That was super cool. It would make sense that Section 31 would be the time people at some point.
Yeah. It looks off.
Hi, I'm covert. I'm a spy.
Wait, as opposed to what? ATF agent. Are there like different jackets, like ATF trainee, ATF caterer?
Well, there are. There's ATF is not just for weapons. It's also for like fishing game and
right. But those would be agents as well.
Right, but they would be just like in the military. There's different, like the Navy handles the Marines. ATF has their own subsections.
Okay.
John, I would just that means I would just show them the last 2 seasons of Doctor Who. That would accomplish that purpose.
Yeah, twerking, shooting,
strong enough to disable them, but not strong enough to kill them.
Yeah, I think
the
they'd
first thing that hopped into my mind.
I think they'd want to go back into the cult.
Yes.
He's being told it's tough.
Yeah, tough shit.
Yeah.
Did you not hear me the first time?
Yeah. The President of the United States, buddy. Yeah. I don't know why are you arguing?
He's now been demoted to an office tea boy.
That's right. It's like you're making the president.
Sarcasm here,
it's not good for your career when you make the president repeat himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, McDonald's.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, but does he get his own jacket? Oh!
No.
I love it when a guest comes together.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was actually a really good explanation.
It was. There is a later season where he says where he comes from, and the guy goes to him, Isn't that the planet that Alf came from?
Melmac.
Yeah.
I thought Jack was going to say, you've heard of classified? This is double secret classified.
Yeah.
Now go get me a coffee.
Hi to everyone in the watching right now. Thanks very much. If you're enjoying it, make sure you like and subscribe. And it's good to see you.
Drones would help, but this is way too early.
Yeah. I always think that now, like when I watch like an X-Files episode, and I think it just wouldn't work that episode now because of the tech.
I watch older movies, John. I do that all the time. I thought, oh man, it's so obvious that they can't use cell phones, for example, like in older movies and stuff. And
yeah. like they set it up. They've got to go and call someone at a certain time, so they've got to get to a phone box,
right,
or a diner with a phone in it. Look how Jack Teok is, though. Look at that. Just all muscle, isn't he? It's quite interesting. You also see a Teok in the Dark Knight Rises throwing a grenade down a tunnel as well as a villain. Not Teok, Chris Judge. She's going to do sciencey stuff. Yeah. But again, this episode, like you were saying, Brian, you got Daniel figuring stuff out of his books. You've then got Carter now figuring out some tech to use for the mission. So they're all, they start doing this more and more in season 3 onwards, where they've all got parts to play.
Yeah, I love it.
Don't say it, Sean. I was going to say they're all shirtless buff guys.
I always get concerned when there's a big security door. Never to go.
Yeah, but as long as the music doesn't get super creepy or crescendo, I think you're fine.
Julia, it's because Seth would detect the symbiotes straight away, so that's why they can't go in with them.
What did they say this facility was before they took it over? I love those.
Rings.
I love those. I'll never get tired of those.
I think it's just a farm location. I think. But again,
Hey, thanks, Seth.
Yeah.
That's a harem. That's a kind of a lame harem.
Well, this is the censored version. The uncensored version was
yes.
Yeah.
It's nothing but nude Instagram models.
I've seen that actor playing Seth somewhere before, but I can't place it.
Yeah, I've seen him before too. He looks like a wrestler.
Yeah. So all those men in there have been castrated then, essentially.
Yeah.
We don't
no testicles.
We don't focus.
Yeah. It's just a big pile of penises by the gates.
Thanks for that visual.
Yeah, so ATF, that's what tipped him off.
Don't say tip.
But you think this is about 6-7 years after Waco?
Right. Interesting.
So it's clearly based on that.
Was something weird. This stuff. If you look into Waco, you'll find some really coincidental, weird, suspect movements.
I need to look into that. Yeah.
The government was acting real weird, like they had something to protect.
It's
an interesting.
I need to read into it. Definitely, it sounds interesting. That one.
Interesting fact. My home, which is why I'm wearing the cap today, Laverne, my hometown. Koresh actually lived for a very brief time in Laverne before they moved lock, stock, and barrel down to Texas and stuff. And I know the street it was on. It was used to drive that street all the time, and it was only long after the fact that it came out that he had lived in the city briefly.
Blimey.
Yeah.
I always remember Angela Lansbury talking about the fact that she moved to Ireland and her daughter was hanging out with people and she moved to Ireland to get away from them. And it turns out it was Manson.
Oh,
can I ask a question? Why is the civilian in the classified tent just casually getting coffee?
His son is in there somewhere, right?
I know, but
that was his story.
Yeah, why would you let him in?
Yeah,
right. Why would you let him in the classified tent?
I don't know. Maybe you wanted a third character in this scene. Maybe I don't know.
I always thought, didn't they capture him attempting to ask for answers? And I always got the thought that Jacob was a bit sympathetic towards him.
Yeah,
maybe
because it's his son.
Oh, there's Carter. Listen, it might not be that bad to be a Goa'uld. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
This certainly is also an episode where you could see.
But some of those, some of the girls in there look awfully young. That's just creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for the Samantha Carter portion.
Yeah.
I don't really need a harem. If I just had Samantha Carter, I'm good with that too. I could be a Goa'uld.
You're not picky.
No, not at all.
This is an episode I could also see Sam and Dean Winchester turning up in and solving. I will say it's fortunate that shock in the ear happens quick enough, because you think about it, if it didn't, you could then have certain snippety doodahs happening to Jack and Daniel, and you could have Sam waking up next to Seth, so it's a good thing they got the tech working quick. Senses a Tok'ra symbiote.
This ATF agent just stinks of like really not having a great life. He probably has like 2 ex-wives. He's paying like way too much in child support.
Just drinks in the bar every night.
Yeah, drinks every night. Worse, Sam and Dean Winchester.
Yeah. Just hear Bobby in the background going, idiots. I would have actually liked a little bit of a spin-off, potentially a Stargate, where they're tracking down, almost like a mini-series where they're tracking down Goa'uld on Earth. That could have been quite a good little...
And call it the Goa'uld guys.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, might have lost Brian and the feed. Bear with us all. Slight technical issue. Yeah, if you look at Brian, Brian actually looks like he's like just he's eating too much food.
Yes. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Is Brian back? Yeah, Brian's back. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, and my internet is now at 600 megs a second. And now everything looks better in StreamYard.
He spilled his food all over his console.
There must have been some kind of update going on. Or something.
Yeah.
Is the stream working okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, mate. Thanks.
I used to do a speed test before. It was like 50 megs a second. Now it's 600. So that's
what happens when you get barbecue sauce all over your console, Brian.
It's going a bit fast.
It's going fast.
Yeah, it kind of stops and then goes a bit. Yeah, do that.
I paused it.
Yeah.
Let me know when you see it paused.
Yep.
It's paused.
Okay, paused.
Playing it. Is it good?
It's good.
Right.
Did you drop barbecue sauce all over your computer?
Yes,
mate?
He did.
I think my router might be going bad because when I play video games, I get like weird lag spikes lately.
Yeah, sounds like it might be on the way out, man. Hey, John Burns, good to see you. Watching American football by the looks of it.
Yeah, transport everybody out to nuke the place.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with Teal'c.
Group hug.
Yeah. I love the ring system. It's so cool. Could do with one.
I
of
want
them
this
going to
ATF
work,
guy
though.
to see the rings.
Yeah. You're right. He's like he's going to do like Airplane. Looks like I picked a hell of a week to quit drinking.
I picked a hell of a week to quit drinking.
Hut. Let's go.
Cool.
Very cool, Jack.
Yeah. Oh. It's like he's got like the Las Vegas magician kind of look on him, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know.
That's a magic 8-ball.
Yeah. Can go boom,
which
boom.
I think actually is probably what it is.
Yeah. Shake it. Deaf.
That's right. Cannot tell at this time.
Yeah.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
Come on, people. It's like you should be running.
Yeah. Where is he?
Well, looking for the guy with the beard might help.
Oof.
Yep. She's used that before.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. There you go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
One more for good measure.
Yeah.
Maybe two.
Yeah. You're not coming back from that.
Nope.
I did.
And your point is?
Yeah. Saves us a lot of paperwork.
Yes, I did.
These are what they do so well in Stargate as well. These little personal moments.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he doesn't even acknowledge Sam's there.
There we go, everybody.
There it is.
Well,
yeah. So Gary, we'll start with you. What would you score that one out of 10? And what are your thoughts on it, mate?
It was really kind of like the first half, maybe a little bit more than the first half, was really just kind of like slow. And I kept pulling myself out of it by thinking, okay, well, I kept thinking, like, what was the pitch for this episode? It's like, oh, well, okay, so we have a system lord who's like a Koresh like cult leader. I mean, conceptually, I'm sure that made for a good kind of like log line for an episode description. But other than that, it kind of played out kind of unsurprisingly without really any kind of twists or anything like that. You had the glowy eyes. We had, saving all the humans at the end. And it's odd that they felt the need to kind of tack on. I mean, if you add that final scene to the 30 seconds that it took to set it up earlier in the episode, it's weird that, I mean, it seemed like, okay, yeah, that was a nice kind of like, touchy-feely ending, but it had only been built up with like a 30-second exposition earlier on. And it's kind of weird that they could attack that on anywhere that the dad guest starred. So I think this for me, I think this might have played better, like more as a character, as a concept for an episode than to really translate into really an exciting episode. So I don't know. I give it a 6.
Yeah. Cool. Brian?
Yeah, I'm pretty much at a 6 too. It doesn't really move the needle, very much. It was sort of a one-off, I know it definitely deepened the lore of the Tok'ra, but only by so much. Yeah. It makes sense that there was a Goa'uld that was stuck here on Earth. But they didn't really explain how he lived for so long. I didn't see a sarcophagus, did you?
They could have dropped this episode any time in the second half of the last season. It could have just been
Right.
Well, for me, I give it a 7 out of 10. I say there's some nice bits. There's the mention of the system lords. I do like the fact that Jacob's back. You have that nice little moment with he's also back to try and patch things up with his son. So that's a nice little side element to it. I like you guys have said, there isn't anything that really sort of jumps out to make me think, oh, this is a knockout episode. But it's just after the season 1, episode 1, sequel to the finale. I do think it's just a nice little episode to have for episode 2, and then we'll move on to next week. But right. 7 I'm
not saying that this is like, there's no worth to this episode. I'm just saying that and it's not even because the first one we watched today was such a driving episode. It's just even just this episode just looked in isolation. It just is just kind of like there.
Yeah. I mean, people in the chat, guys, Lord Foff gives it a 6.5. Juliet gives it an 8 out of 10. And Juliet has said, are we watching another episode? No. We're not watching another episode tonight. We're doing 2 tonight. So that's it for tonight. I will say to everybody as well, I'm actually away on holiday in Italy next week. So we're going to have a pause for 1 week, and then we'll be back to the regular schedule the week after, where we'll do 2 episodes. And I've also got to talk to these guys because there's also Agent to S.H.I.E.L.D. as well.
So let me get this straight. So we got Brian over there, feasting on tri-tip. We got you going to Italy, and for Gary, it's like, oh, okay, have a nice week, Gary. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Good luck, Gary.
Gary sort of talking to himself all through the episodes. It'll be Hathor.
I get what's going on. I get what's going on. It's all right. Yeah, I get that. I'm left.
What John didn't tell you is that I'm also going to vacation in Italy with him.
Yeah,
and we just didn't invite you, Gary. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're toasting in Florence.
Yeah. He's probably not kidding, people. Yeah. Watch, they'll be like posting, there'll be something coming up on my Facebook feed. There's Brian and John in front of the Vatican or something. It's like, okay, well.
It's like Brian's wife and kids are like phoning his brother Shane and going, do you know where Brian is? As he's absconded to Florence for a few days.
Florence. That's where I'm at.
Preparing to do a live show at the top of the Tower of Pisa as well. The other thing
that means you're not going to be here for Saturday either, right?
No, I'm about for Saturday.
I'm about. Good.
So I do Saturday night.
You're here on Saturday.
Saturday night, go Sunday, and then I'm back on Friday. So
see, the brain show doesn't even suffer. It's just our show.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Gary.
It's almost like I punish myself as well.
Just keep coming.
So, yeah.
You know what, John? Then we're gonna next Sunday, Brian and I are gonna do a best of Hathor retrospective for 2 hours.
Yeah,
with a lot of still photographs
that aren't even in the episode. Is that right, Gary?
Well, that's up to Brian.
From a telephoto lens at a distance in London.
If he's feeling generous, yes.
So, Gary, let everyone know where else you can be found other than here.
Well, I can be found
not in Italy. That's for sure.
Not in Italy, and not eating a steak. I'll be this week setting up my little Hathor shrine over there by my fireplace.
Yeah,
this week.
Yeah.
I'll be setting that up. You can find me on Thursdays on Type 40, talking Doctor Who, and then talking everything but Doctor Who on Saturdays on the Space Book, where I think this week and enduring, and I use that word with specificity, Alien Earth, which I guess wraps up next Saturday. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So that will be so you can find me Thursdays and Saturdays over there.
Cool. And Brian, where else can you be found, mate?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
The Brain Show podcast,
in the meat department of your local store. That's where you can find it.
So the Brain Show on Saturdays, salty Saturdays in the morning, Brain Show in the afternoon. My Brain music channel, DC Unleashed, this Thursday for Peacemaker. Here on Sundays, and we have a documentary coming out for the main podcast channel. So.
Yay.
Wait for that this weekend. My brother is like, hey, you're going to have that ready by Tuesday? I'm like, no. I thought you said it was going to be done by this weekend. I'm like, I said I would try. It's not happening.
Thank you, Lord Thoth.
A lot of effort went into this documentary, though. It is truly a love letter. Shane, I don't even know where he found most of this information. It's truly astonishing how much.
He's an oracle, guy, isn't he?
Have you told us the topic yet, or is that secret?
I told you the topic. I haven't told anyone else, though.
All right.
Yes, classified, but you will enjoy it.
You know what? I'm going to, Brian didn't know I was going to do this, but we have an opportunity for a show and tell, which doubles as a plug. So, John, hold up your newest purchase.
So I'm going to try and go full screen quickly, guys. Let's see if that works. Oh, no, that's Brian. Hello, Brian.
Please.
Can't get it to work. Can you see it there?
Yeah, I got you. I can help
you. It's good enough. It's good enough on the. No, not that. Whatever you do.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've said it. But anyway, this is a novel I got through this week. It's called The First Spark, and it is a book that has been written by Brian. So Brian, tell us all about it. I've started reading it. I'm enjoying it so far. But it's on Amazon. Make sure you check it out, everyone. It's called The First Spark. Okay, so make sure you do it. Brian, tell us all about it.
Over the last couple. Oh, wait.
You're back. Sorry. Yeah, there you go.
Over the last couple years, it is a love story, a continuation, if you would, of an Isaac Asimov short story that he wrote for a magazine in like the 50s. And I basically took that concept and answered the question that he asked, and then wrote a lot more to it, and then wrote a sequel to it. So it's very much inspired by that. It's not the exact story, but it's inspired by an Asimov short. And I plan to write a follow-up, and I plan to write 3 books eventually, but that's only if this actually does well. People enjoy it. You know, I'm not a writer. That's why it took me like 2 years to write it. My brother could have written this in like a couple weeks, you know?
Yeah.
But not
Still
me.
a great accomplishment. So congratulations.
Yeah. It's the first spark. So it's Sparks of Creation is the name of the series. And this is the first book called The First Spark.
I thought
the last book will be called The Last Spark because I'm not an insane person.
I thought, Brian, when you were describing it, when it was a book called The First Spark and you said it's a love story, I thought, oh, it's about me and Hathor. But apparently it's not. So
I did get a review from a friend of mine who has read pretty much every science fiction novel there is, and he said it's very interesting how you can make something so simple also so profound, or something like that. I have it written down. But he said he's like the concept starts off very easy to read, but then the content is profound and very interesting and very much a thought experiment. He did tell me that when you got through in the very middle of the book, that very last chapter before it switches over to the second part of the phase, the second act, he said it sort of blew his mind a little bit. And I can't, if I tell you what it is, it'll ruin it for you. But if you do read it and you get to that moment where that last question, the last question is answered, so to speak, it'll blow your mind, especially if you have ever read the Bible.
Yeah, and it's like I say, there's a link that's just been put in the chat, so take a look at it on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle, I believe, and you can also, obviously purchase a hard copy of it. I think there's 2, isn't there? There's the hardback version. There's a soft.
Yeah, there's a Kindle. So there's 3. There's a Kindle version, and if you have Prime, then you can check out and you can get it for free. So if you have Amazon Prime or Kindle Unlimited, you can just get it for free. You don't even got to buy it. But if you don't, you can buy it for $3. The digital version, you can get the paperback for $10, and the hardcover is ridiculously expensive. But I don't control the rate of the pricing, so they do.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. So check it out, everybody.
It's not a very long book. It's not a very long book. That's like 110 pages.
I figure that as I'm reading it, Brian's going to sense just before I get to the point he was going to talk about, and then he's going to send me a PM that spoils it just before I read it. So
I'm not going to do it. But I'm telling you, halfway through the book. So this is about 2 possible futures. And at the end of one of those futures, the first future, the way it ties into the second future is, I think it's amazing.
Well, and Lord Thoth, thank you, Lord. You have a customer.
Yeah,
and give me reviews, because I don't got no reviews, man. Like I said, the one review I got was from a guy who has read everything. Asimov, Clark, Niven. He's read everything. He's like, dude, it's simple and profound. And I'm like, cool, that's going on the next cover, bro.
yeah, absolutely. And so,
there's art in it too. I did a ton of art. Every chapter.
Oh, good. There's pictures.
Every chapter has an entire page of art. I very much did it in the style of Sid Mead, because that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite artists of all time. So I did all the sci-fi art in the style of Sid Mead, and I put a lot of effort. It took me 2 years to make a 100 page book, which is not great. I'm like, I know writers that have written entire novellas in 6 months, but for me it took 2 years. Partly because every chapter has artwork that took a bunch of time too.
It usually takes me 2 years to read a 100-page book. So
so
everyone's asking me when I'm going to do the audiobook. I'm like, the problem is I need to somehow free up Shane to do it because I'm not going to in my raspy Chris Griffin voice.
No, Brian, you need to have all three of us there doing
from the rise of the artificial intelligence to the conquest of death itself.
You can imagine me narrating it, can you? Again, well, mate, let's talk about chapter 1.
No, see, Brian's narrating it, and then John and I are there commenting on what Brian is saying, just like we do here. That would be a great audiobook.
Do you know what? An audiobook would actually be quite funny, actually, because like when you listen to a lot of them, they're narrating it, and they go like, when people read autobiographies, they go off on a tangent. It could be like you could hear it, Brian eating food while he's
I mean the audio. You actually like you're in the audio book and you hear somebody's going, Brian, what are you eating? It's like, what kind of an audiobook is this? Or John is like, Brian, what's with that accent? What are you trying to do there?
Look at the size of that burger. I mean,
can you imagine?
Let me read the synopsis for you guys real quick.
Can you imagine? Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. In 2035. So here's the synopsis. In 2035, the world changes forever. From the rise, I'm going to try to do it in my movie voice. From the rise of artificial intelligence to the conquest of death itself, humanity pushes further and further into the unknown. Flesh is abandoned. Consciousness is uploaded. The stars are harvested to feed civilization beyond counting. At the center of it all stands the Navigator, an intelligence that evolves beyond human comprehension, guiding the species toward triumphs once thought impossible. Every step forward brings new consequences. Immortality becomes hunger. Expansion becomes exhaustion. Galaxies that should have lasted trillions of years begin to dim in centuries. There you go.
Awesome.
Wow.
There you go. Make sure you purchase it, everybody. Do it. And I also wanted to say, going back to the channel, thank you everybody that keeps showing up for these watch parties. It really
Laura Todd has it. Alexis Carroll, that's one of my favorite quotes. You read the first page. Nice, bro. Yes.
Yeah.
I put a quote in like the first page.
You did.
It's my favorite, one of my favorite all-time quotes.
He's reading it now. It now.
That was really fast.
Yeah, you're a legend, mate.
We're gonna keep talking until he finishes it and posts his review.
And again, thank you everybody for showing up every time we do these watch parties. It really means a lot to us. We started this initially just as three friends just having a good time talking about Stargate SG-1. Me and Brian, as I've said, we adore Stargate, and Gary hadn't watched it before, so it's a joy going through it with Gary and seeing it through his eyes for the first time. It really is a fun thing. I look forward to it every week, getting to Sunday nights and hanging out with these two guys and all of you in the chat. As we've said throughout the stream, if you like what we're doing, by all means, please like. Please subscribe, because it helps us to develop the channel. There's also a new button you'll find up with the like section, which is called hype, and if you click that, it gives smaller channels a boost so they get recognized more on YouTube. So please do that if you can. It doesn't cost anything. But we won't be back next week, as I've said. We'll be back the week after. Really looking forward to it. And all I will say to you all is just look after yourselves, have a safe week, and we will see you on the next Stargate Watch Along. Take care. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye,
guys.
Bye-bye.